This one comes from the This Day in Hockey History odds and ends section, which is a little interesting. It's not about a particular game, but there will be two correct answers, an answer A and an answer B, and both are still players. So I think you'll pick up on what's going on here in just a second. So on May 22nd, 1992, the Jets signed this player to his first professional contract after drafting him in the fourth round of the 1990 NHL entry draft. He scored 103 goals and 267 points in 235 games for the Jets before being traded to the Blackhawks in a deal that brought this player to the Coyotes. I know I just threw a lot at you there. So if you need me to break it down into pieces here, I can do that for you.
So there's two answers to this?
There's two different players. So let's start with the first one. What player on this day in history in 1992 was signed by the Jets to his first professional contract after he had been drafted by that team 2 years prior in the fourth round? And then your other hint about that same player is he ended up scoring 103 goals and 267 points in 235 games for the Jets.
And then got
traded to the Blackhawks in a deal that brought player B to the Coyotes, because then the Jets were by then.
Can I answer player B first?
I think I was gonna say I feel like B is my one that I have a itch for.
I think I might be way off on this, but
you go for it.
Is it Shane Doan?
Nope.
Okay.
That's not a bad guess though.
B. I don't know if
is that what you were gonna say or no?
No. So my player B guess will be Jeremy Roenick.
Ding ding ding.
Nice.
Good job.
Thank you. Finally fucking got it. All right, I'm done.
All right, but the player A, maybe a little harder, maybe a little less of a, well, I don't know. I mean,
so Jets draft pick in 92 or was signed in 92?
Signed in 92 on May 22nd, this day. That's where this day in hockey history is coming from. He was drafted in 1990. And he was drafted in the fourth round by the Jets, 77th overall.
And traded to the Hawks.
Mm-hmm. But before he got traded to the Hawks, he had 103 goals, 267 points in 235 games with the Jets.
God, old Jets players. Jeez, this is tough.
I don't think of this guy as a Jets player, though, is the thing.
You think of him as a Hawks player?
I guess so. Hold on. Let me look him up and see. I feel like he might have moved around even more than this.
Is this a name that we'll know when you say it?
I definitely knew the name. I mean, I know this player for sure. You should.
All right, I got a hot one here.
Uh-huh.
I could be way off.
Go for it.
I don't even know if when I think of this guy, I know there's Hawks in there, I'm pretty sure. Is the name Tony Amani?
No.
That's a good guess.
That's not a bad guess.
Really good guess.
But okay, now I'm looking at his team. So he played, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 4 seasons in Winnipeg to get those stats that I've read now a couple times.
Okay.
And then ended up, so people should think of him as a Blackhawk because he ended up playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons in Chicago.
In the 90s.
And then I think he was on Toronto briefly, then back to Chicago, finished up with a year in Philly, a year in Boston, and then retired. But yeah, this guy, I mean, NHL, 13-year NHLer, 807 games, retired after the 06 season. So this is definitely a guy you guys should know. He had 249 total goals.
So Winnipeg, Chicago, Toronto, Chicago, Philly, Boston.
Winnipeg, Chicago, Toronto, Chicago, Philly, Boston. Yep.
Okay.
This is tough. I feel like if I told you to say it, I feel like I'm gonna kick myself.
Why is the first person that comes to mind Jason Blake, and I absolutely know it's not him?
No, so I think I should tell you guys, he was born in Moscow. Perhaps that'll help narrow things down a little bit.
He retired in 06 with Boston.
That was his. I mean, that's the last year he has stats for. He played 24 games with Boston in the 05-06 season. Looks
Why
like
do I want to say it's like Sergei Samsonov or some shit?
No, but like you're
Oh,
kind
that
of
was gonna be my next
barking up
one.
the right tree, though.
Okay, because I know he played for Boston in 06 and he was Russian.
Yeah.
This is gonna eat at me.
Can I get position?
Sure. He's a center.
Okay.
A Russian center who played for Boston. I know you think of a Blackhawk, but I'm thinking 06. I know that season.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, but
as
he
you.
only
I'm like,
played 24 games for Boston. Like he was
Okay, so he's a
totally
walk.
on his way out. He had 1 goal and 9 assists in his final year. So he was
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not know. I do not know.
I'm not giving up yet.
yeah.
A Russian center for the Hawks in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, like his Hawks career spanned from 96 to 03.
The only player on the Hawks I
Jeez.
can name in that time period is like Eric Daze or something.
And he
like that.
played
Robert Lang.
He played almost every single game most of those 7 seasons.
I'm stumped. I do not know.
Nick,
Is
how
this
we
like
feeling?
is this a good hockey name?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It's also, I mean, I could say one thing that I feel like would be pretty like this is like your last hint I can give you.
Okay,
like,
well we're drowning over
Yeah,
here. So.
let's get less hint.
if I gave you his initials,
Go
it
for
would
it.
probably give it away because his last name, there are not many NHL players whose last
Alexei
name starts with
Zhamnov.
ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
Deep cut. Okay, thanks.
But like, you know him, right? You both know him.
Yeah, I've heard the name. I've heard the name. I can
Zhamnov.
tell you this now. I would not have gotten that.
What's up, EB Nation? It's your boy Mac. Just want to remind you guys this season, our trivia segment is brought to you by Elwood's Liquor and Tap. Support your local dive bar and have a beer at Elwood's Liquor and Tap, home of the Pizza Luge. Located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee on Water Street, this 70s-inspired bar has a little something for everyone. From daily happy hour, rotating taps, free birthday perks, and a 4-season patio, a good time is always around the corner at Elwood's. With the full NHL package plus TV screens indoors and out, hockey fans can watch any game anytime. And don't leave your dogs at home. They're also a dog-friendly bar, and we will see you guys down at Elwood's Liquor and Tap.